Hello and welcome to another edition of Free Information. I am not Jack Vera, however, I am your host. Thank you so much for tuning in to another chapter of a day in the life of a dropout comic or a deadbeat comic or something. I'm calling myself something. Chapter 5, The Lunch Hour. Now, some jobs make you take a lunch hour. It's mandatory. You have to go to lunch. Um, the thing is, I don't want to go to lunch. The only place I want to go to is home. That is why I come to work. I don't want to stay here. Look, I'm sorry, people, but I come to this job for the people at home. That is why I come here to provide for them. So I don't want to stay. I mean, I'm polite, I'm nice to my car. I wave and says, "How's the dog? How's the dog? Is good. The dog is good." Wouldn't you rather be home? I think we'd all rather be home you know, what do we take a lunch hour at home? It's like, man, I need some time away from these home people, and I want to do some paperwork. No, no, we don't want to do that. If you want to do that, if you want to step away from your family, do paperwork, you have a problem. You have a serious problem. You need a hug. You need somebody to talk to because the kids are grown up. They're just gonna be grown. Maybe they're already grown. You missed it. You missed all them fancy games and all that, and just because you was working, and it's not gonna come back. Not gonna come back. I don't want to stay here. I give everybody a wave. Happy to be here. Chat it up while I'm pouring my beverage. How you doing? But I'm there for the money. $2 above minimum wage. That's why I'm there. I have people in my life and that's why I'm at the job. So I don't need more people polluting my time. I don't want to take the lunch break. I don't want this cafeteria lounge. It's not very loungy. Have you been to an actual lounge? It's much more refreshing. If I didn't have the life people, I wouldn't be at the job. I would be, mac and cheese under a bridge. Now that's living. That's chill. No worries. Stress free. Hashtag the dream. But you can't bring other people under the bridge because then it's like, what is the government gets involved and they're like, well, we got to be worried about this guy. Is he trying to start a revolution? What's happening here? One dude under the bridge? Well, that's just him. Hmm. That's just Mr. Najak Berry. He's all right. Give him some pork and beans. He's fine. But yeah, that's living. What I want to talk about is social media. That's where I draw the line. I don't need to know as far as with the coworkers. I wave to them, I say hello and all this, but they're like, "Hey, I want to add you as a friend." I don't need to know that. I don't need to know what you did on the weekend. I don't need to know where you spent your money because eventually I put my hand in people's pocket. I count their money. I'm like, how did they do that? Because we have the same job. Where is he getting his money? Did somebody die? Did he inherit something? Was there life insurance involved? Should we call Dateline? I think we should call 48 Hours. This doesn't make any sense. He just petted an orca. And I know he can't do that on our salary because it's not even called a salary. So you don't want me on your social media. So stop trying to get me to be your friend, okay? Why don't you just tell me what you did on the weekend? That would be much better. Yeah, it's finding out their other interests. Sometimes even the professionals in us. It's a bit scary. That it's a bit scary. Not just the showing off, but sometimes you'll find things out about people. It's like no, 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 no. I didn't want to know that. I did not want to know your inner workings, the things that you do, the reasons that you come to the work. I didn't want to know the reasons. Like I come to work because I have this hobby. I didn't want to know about your hobby. Your hobby's weird. Mm-mm. There's a reason. Prior to social media, you wouldn't have told anybody about this. And now you're just telling everybody because you think that we like it. No, mm-mm. That's a private thing. We don't need to know that. That is your own time. Why am I going to spend my time looking at your time? My time is my time. Your time is your no time. It's worlds and science and wormholes and stuff. And sometimes they're like, okay, well, if you don't want to do that, let's go grab a drink. No, I came here to go home. It sounds weird that I came to a place to return back to the place, but that's I can only go back home if I leave home. That's the thing. I'm not allowed to just stay home. That's just the way that this world works. They don't let you. If you think about it, it's kind of like the world, you know, is like you're not allowed to stay home. You have to get out of here at least 8 hours a day. What? But I pay rent. It's like, well, think about how you pay the rent. It's by leaving. That's what it is. Although I tried just standing outside of my home 8 hours a day, nobody paid me nothing. That's how I ended up under the bridge. But I came here to go home. Drinking at home, that's almost free. Drinking outside, I, I, I'm sorry. How much is this? No, I can pour it myself. Okay? I have been to McDonald's and I know how to put a drink underneath the thing and to watch it go up, the beverage, the liquid. However, now McDonald's are getting away with that, and so that's infuriating. I'm sorry. What's a kid gonna do when they're trying to mix up all the flavors? Are they gonna ask the McDonald's employee, "Yeah, give me just a couple seconds of Sprite, and then I want 4 seconds of Coke, and then half a second of the orange soda"? They're not gonna do that to the McDonald's employee. We all know that's not gonna happen. This is wrong. How are kids gonna learn what flavors mix well together? It hurts my feelings, and I'm done with you, McDonald's. Done. Hopefully I'll stick with that phrase this time. One time I left work, went home, took my home people out because that's what I do. That's what I try to do. And the work people were there all together. It was a world I didn't know. I asked if it was like an occasion, and they were like, "It's Thursday." I was like, "Oh, this is a Thursday thing?" And they're like, "Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?" I was like, I don't know, but why? And then they actually said it's not a Thursday thing. We do it every Monday, but Monday, that's why Mondays suck. That's so that we don't do it just on Mondays. We do it Mondays through Thursdays and sometimes Fridays. Maybe that's why your home life sucks, I told the work people. You have to get home. You have to go there because they want to know, why are you working? Why are you working? The answer is for them. I'm sorry, this is a rant, but it is justice. It has to be said. I went there and then a guy's nose was red and there was a tie on his head, and there was like, no, no. So anyways, that's why, well, that's not why I have a day job. I don't want a day job, as I said. I'm not trying to make it big. I'm just trying to make it medium. It's a man. What you didn't do when you make it big, Mr. Najak Vera? I'm not trying to make it big. I'm just trying to be like, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Thank you so much for tuning into this. I gotta get my tongue checked out. Tune in next time.